would it be a mistake then, as Torsten Slok suggested he should do, to have this Fed chair give something of a policy speech that is hawkish in order to, again, establish his inflation-fighting credentials?
So I think you should argue that, yes, we are going to fight inflation. We are going to fight inflation very strongly. We hate inflation. Inflation's bad. But let's measure inflation correctly. And that, to me, I guess, is the big disconnect, right? If we look at various measures of inflation, I think, that, again, this data task force, I think...
You know I'm smiling, Pete, because he doesn't have the luxury of making that speech today.
I know he doesn't.
This is an unforgiving bond market.
Again, how far is it going to go? If you get to, what, 5% on 10s, everyone's going to be like, you know what, we will buy 10s. So, again, I don't think this is a vigilante thing. I think the supply and demand, I think there are plenty of buyers at, 5% on 10s, and honestly, we saw buyers at 480. So I don't think he actually runs that much risk of losing control.
Can you explain where the shorts are coming from, then, on this Treasury market? Because they're elevated. They're not beyond any historical standard. But shorts do exist on the long end of this curve.
So one, I think, when you look at the hyperscaler issuance, right, so they're coming out. A lot of hedge funds are long these, right? They look very cheap. I like them. I like owning them outright. But for a lot of hedge funds in particular, you're trying to take a spread bet. So you will be short Treasuries against that. So I think when you look at that Treasury short, you kind of have to pull out how much of this is people betting against Treasuries, or how much of this people is running relative value money who are saying, I like credit spreads, so I'm comfortable taking Meta, Google, Alphabet credit spread risk. I don't want the rate risk, so I've got a hedge on. And that, to me, is a very different trade than being outright short. And I think that's what people are missing. And given the size, scope, and how much has been issued, there is a huge holding of these long-dated spread bonds and the hedge fund community. And I think that explains much more of that.